Hi, my name is Jessica, and this is my hazard research report presentation on the 1985 Mexico City earthquake. On September 9th, 1985, an 8.0 magnitude earthquake struck Mexico. The earthquake is more widely known as the Michoacan earthquake. This earthquake is slightly personal to me because that day my parents were actually on their way to Morelia, Mexico to visit family, given that my entire family and my parents, including my older sister, are from Michoacan, Mexico. The earthquake unfortunately led up to 45,000 dead, 30,000 injured, and more than 100,000 people homeless. The catastrophic damage that was left behind devastated the people, the economy, and the entirety of Mexico itself. The tectonic setting of this location of the earthquake includes 3 different plates, which you can see I included on the slide here. Cocos Plate, which is down below here, the Pacific Plate, and the North American Plate. All 3 of these plates incorporated and supported all of the built-up tectonic stress that led to the 1985 Mexico City earthquake. The main area of seismic activity also presents a transformed plate boundary and a large subduction zone. Seismicity in Mexico's western border follows a 2,000-kilometer-long zone where the oceanic Cocos Plate dives underneath the continental North American Plate. This puts Mexico in close vicinity to one of the most reliable seismogenic engines, a subduction zone. Despite the rather large distance of the subduction zone, earthquakes to the most densely populated area of Mexico City. Mexico City's metropolis is one of the most and biggest major damage areas, which we can see in the aftermath of the 1985 Mexico City earthquake. Here I've included some images of the aftermath, which is horrifying to see and very unfortunate for Mexico. The geological setting of the earthquake takes place on mostly flat mountainous land. The Pacific Ocean is to the west of it, and the Gulf of Mexico is to the east of Mexico. The area heavily includes multiple northern western deserts, central plateau, tropical lowlands, coastlines, etc. In regards to Mexico's geological hazard history, since 1980, Mexico has suffered an estimated 80 natural disasters, and 1/4 of these were geological hazards. For example, volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, landslides, and more. But today we're actually focusing on earthquakes. As previously stated, the tectonic tension built up by Cocos Plate, the North American Plate, and the seismic gap caused this geological hazard of the 1985 Mexico City earthquake. It even led up to 2 heavily known aftershocks that took place on September 20th of the same year, 1985, and April 30th of the following year, 1986. The aftershocks resulted in a 7.5 magnitude and a 7.0 magnitude earthquake. Now, going into the scientific chain of events, what basically happened in regards to this earthquake was that there was a expansion of the subduction zone, causing Michoacan seismic gap to build up seismic energy, which had actually been building up since 1911, when there was a previous really strong earthquake. The tectonic tension pushed for the earthquake to happen, ultimately resulting in the 1985 Mexico City earthquake. There are a variety of chain of events due to Mexico being prone to earthquakes because of the subduction zone vicinity. Overall, the community was able to learn that the large area of the subduction zone earthquakes were heavily populated in the Mexico City area. The 1957 a 7.8 magnitude earthquake, and the 1985, an 8.0 magnitude earthquake, show that and support this claim. It was enforced to strictly follow construction regulations when building new buildings, and the natural disasters and geological hazard systems were heavily strengthened in order to alert the people of upcoming earthquakes. Earthquake protocols were practiced more often, such as earthquake drills, in heavily large main event areas, Mexico City's metropolis, schools, academies, and much more locations with heavily populated. With more and more practice, Mexico prepared itself for large earthquakes to hit, like the Chiapas, Oaxaca earthquake that happened on September 7th, 2017, with a large 8.2 magnitude. Mexico will always have earthquakes happening often, given its location on the tectonic plate map. For example, just recently, a 5.1 magnitude earthquake in Oaxaca, Mexico, happened on June 30th, 2021, which is only a couple days ago. Therefore, unfortunately, it will be hard to tell when earthquakes will be happening, given that Mexico and its location on the tectonic plate map, like I said, is due and prone to multiple earthquakes. Additionally, Mexico is able to shortly prepare for earthquakes like these with monitoring seismic activity and through other systems that will alert tectonic plate movement. Now, this is all I have to say for today. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you.